Good morning, it's Wellness Wednesday and I hope you are well. And I realise I've just left the air conditioning on, so let me turn it off. It might be a bit distracting with the noise, oops, just above my head, and I've just, it's not a great start. So I have reorganised my study, and I have above me my little shelf of what I call fame, and from other times of my life. So this is me and my best friend at the World Championships in Poland, and I've got an award I won for my work on the Beijing Olympics here. I've got some prints there from my work in Poland and Ukraine for European Football Championships. I've got my terracotta warriors from Xi'an in China, and these beautiful beaded animals that I got in South Africa when I worked on the Football World Cup. So I have my special things, and this was a little gift given to me on my very first book reading of The Koala Who Lost His Heart. So I haven't used it yet, it's super special, so I'm saving that for another time. So that's made it up onto my shelf of fame, and an Angel of Truth card to speak my truth. So I hope you are well. I have been awake since 3 a.m. thanks to my gorgeous toddler, who is very prone to being bitten by things and came home from daycare yesterday with big welts and angry bites on her. So then was awake most of the night scratching. So regardless of medicine and cream, it does affect her very badly. So she's going to be super grumpy when I pick her up from daycare today. And it was almost a struggle to think that I had to come on live and talk to you today, because I was feeling a bit grumpy too. But I'm here and I'm going to give it my best, and thank you for joining me, because I was downstairs making myself coffee and a piece of toast, and you know when the toast doesn't come out well cooked the first time, so you put it in for a second longer and then you get distracted, and next minute you can smell burning toast because you're distracted. So I burnt my toast, and I looked at it and thought I could scrape it or I could toss it, and I decided that life's too short to eat burnt toast. So that's my theme for the day. Life is too short to eat burnt toast. It never tastes the same. So if you want the real thing, you've got to just make it from scratch. So that's what I did, and I can think that's a great metaphor for life as well. So there's lots and lots to catch you up on this morning. I wanted to just give you a brief update on the Wellness School, which is live. So I launched my online wellness school based around the 12 steps of my book, with loads of bonus content, handouts, downloadables, printouts, videos, useful resources to refer to. There's a resources library, there's an interviews library, there's each of the 12 steps broken down month by month, so you can do each step and then the next month is fed to you. So people are engaging with that. They're enjoying the process. I'm getting a lot out of the content. Mentally Healthy City promoted it yesterday across all of their network channels. It was featured in the newspaper here on Tuesday, which was wonderful. And it's also been featured by Health Up in Lockdown in the UK. So I'm really pleased about that it's something that people are looking for and it's useful. And I uploaded the first interview with yesterday, and that's an interview that has been my plan is that each week and each fortnight I will be doing interviews with experts from all over the world. So the first person I interviewed was a lady called Kim Stevenson. She's an author and an athlete and a new mum, and we talked about emotional eating, which is topical for just after Christmas, really, isn't it, as we're trying to settle back into work. And I know when I've had a rough night, I look out for more sugary, carby things in the day after a long night with my toddler, because I need more energy to get me through. So I probably will be eating more than I normally do today to keep my energy up until the evening time. But emotional eating is when we're kind of suppressing our emotions by stuffing food into ourselves. And it is a very common thing, actually, and something that we could all know more about. So Kim and I had a great chat about that. and I've uploaded that interview into the Wellness School, and it's also gone live in my closed Facebook group, which is called the Unbreakable Community. So if you've now read my book, you're welcome to join that community, and I have put the link here into the notes for this live, so you can click on it and you'll be asked a few questions, and then you can join the group. So the interviews will go live in that group as well as into the Wellness School Resource Library. So I'm also really excited tomorrow to do my second and third interviews, with one with a guy called Dan, who I was at university with, and we've not seen each other since the London Olympics in 2012, and he's based in Thailand. So we'll be talking about exercise physiology and the purpose of strength and conditioning training for the long game. And also tomorrow I will be interviewing Jan Lees, who's an expert in Feng Shui, and we'll be talking about how areas of our home can be better utilized to support our health and well-being. So I'm super excited about my 2 interviews tomorrow, and they'll be going up live across my closed Facebook community and onto the Wellness School in the next few days, so you can check those out as well. So that is super awesome. So next Friday I'm down to the Burdekin to Ayr, and I have a book reading of my book The Koala Who Lost His Heart at their Burdekin Library, followed by a wellness workshop for women and a radio interview with Sweet FM in Ayr. So that's exciting, my first kind of road trip of 2021. I keep saying 2020 for some reason. I must get 2021 on my tongue because I can never say it correctly. And it would be really nice to do a reading in the library with local children and the community, and I hope that will be lots of people will come along for the last week of school holidays to hear that story being told. And the book's now arrived at all the different places that I posted it to, which is wonderful. So it's arrived in Vietnam and the UK and all over Australia, and I'm getting lovely reviews about the book, so that's super awesome. And really excitingly, yesterday I was invited to do a reading of the book at Billabong Sanctuary on Australia Day. So I was so pleased to have that. I am pleased to have that opportunity and to share the message of Sam and his friends, the koala who lost his heart, and other Australian native animals with families at Billabong Sanctuary on Australia Day. So there'll be more information about that in the newspaper next weekend on Saturday the 23rd. And hopefully if you're free on Australia Day and have no plans, you can come down to Billabong Sanctuary and have a lovely day. Lots of beautiful animals to see, a swimming pool free to use, a cafeteria, and a book reading with myself. And then you'll be able to visit the koalas and maybe have your photo taken with them, etc. So that's super special. So I haven't taken a breath, but again, that's 3 a.m. and 2 cups of coffee in already. So I wanted to share with you a new poem that I wrote in my journal several weeks ago now. And it relates to me, but I think many other people, based on the people that I have met over the last 2 years. And this poem is called Choices. Inside my head is a voice telling me I have no choice. And the more I hear, the more I fear a future that is painful and unclear. And the chaos this noise creates is making it hard to concentrate. The worry, the doubts. You are useless, it shouts. But my heart knows better, so we draft a letter telling that voice to leave me alone. Get out and find a new home. My heart is kind, my heart is love. It's far more considerate than that noise above. So I'm making my choice. I'm taking a stand to listen to my heart instead of that mean, nasty voice in my head. So that's my poem called Choices. I'll post it up later. I hope you like it. I think it talks to a bit about the struggle that we have to follow our heart and listen to our head. And our voice in our head is always trying to keep us safe, but also preventing us from listening to our intuition and making heartfelt decisions. And often we talk ourselves out of good things because we want to rationalize it, or we don't want to embarrass ourselves, or we don't want to make a mistake and do something wrong, and so on and so forth, which is what this silly old voice in our head does to us all the time. And once we know that, we can start to tell it to take a holiday more regularly. So that's a nice poem to share on the 13th of January. So do check out the closed Facebook group if you've read my book, Broken to Unbreakable, 12 Steps to an Unbreakable Mind, Body and Spirit, and you'll see exclusively first all of the interviews that we're doing as well as other bonus content. And the Wellness School is live for enrollments, and you can enroll from all over the world. You can register in US dollars, British pounds, as well as Australian dollars. And there's monthly payment plans to enable you to kind of spread the cost out over the course of the year, which is not a huge investment, I feel, for the content and the value that you will get from that, which is to turn your life into one of health and wellness. So have a great week. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye.